Everyone knows it's my fucking fault.
Right on the gate.
I'm looking right now in the chat, and everyone's saying, Mancuda, you're fucking up the show. Mancuda, I'm telling you, everyone knows when we come on late like this, I have fucked up something. How do they know? I mean, it's an educated guess. Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
look at this.
Someone turn the thing off.
More simple steps to understanding.
There you go.
I don't oh, jeez. Everything.
Can you hear? Can you hear everyone?
Can everybody hear everybody?
Tuesday.
Everybody can hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Because I'm everybody.
More on Tuesday.
Cool.
Tuesday.
Tech more on Tuesday.
Wow. What is it? 5:22 p.m.
See, now, what I would like to see is Clayton James Hicks say Tech more on Tuesday from now on instead of Telly Tuesday. That's what I'd like to see. I think that would be hilarious.
You might.
Johnny Beane, it's Tech more on Tuesday.
Yeah. It is, everybody. Welcome to Tech More on Tuesday. April 2nd. Was that me? That wasn't me, was it?
Look how dark I am. Can anyone even see me?
I can see your jacket.
I can see your hat.
You see my hat. I wear this so that people could see me in the dark.
Why don't you turn some lights on?
I have all the lights on. I have daylight coming through. I mean, California sun coming through my window. I have spotlights on me, and I still look black as Harlem. Look at me.
Well, I mean, you know,
if you turn around, because you got the daylight coming out the back. If you flip everything around, it'll be better.
Yeah. Let's see. There you go. Yeah.
There's a inflatable something up there.
Yeah. Has everyone see me now? You see my inflatable love doll? Oh, boy.
You know, not for nothing, Mancuda. If this was February, at least you'd be set up for Black History Month.
As much as I could be. You know what sucks? I was thinking about this morning. I actually forgot that during Black History Month, I should have pulled out like certain black musicians' guitars, and I didn't. I should have thought of that. Now I gotta wait a year.
We can do it. We can do it this month and just give them an extra couple days.
These guys deserve it. These are some good guys.
Yeah, well, they all deserve it.
Yeah. That'll be our version of reparation. What's the word?
I don't know. What's your name? Archie Bunker?
Yeah. So apologies, everyone. I've screwed the show again, and I'm looking at the viewership diving in numbers like the Titanic.
Oh, up to 60.
Yeah, down from 200. Oh boy.
All right, so let's let Johnny start the show. Actually,
oh man, I had to change my glasses because I'm just sweating.
I gotta change my pants.
Oh my god.
Hey, John Bulwer. So yeah, welcome everybody. Who's in here? We got David Nesdall, Jay Hannon, Jonathan Tech more on Tuesday, Mancuda.
Jay's mad. He's gonna watch the Met game.
He's listening to it.
He's all mad.
I'm getting text messages. I gotta respond to some people right now.
Don't they know we're doing a show?
I'm getting death threats.
That's what it's about.
The text messages, did they go something like this? Why does this show suck?
A couple of them, yes.
Yeah, how come the viewership sucked when Mancuda came on board?
Okay, well, I can let's start over and I can just cut out the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Hey, everybody, this is Johnny Beane. We're live. It's 5:26 p.m. April 2nd, 2019. We got David Nesdall.
Hi.
Hey, man. We got Jay Hannon.
This is my
Who are you groping?
your
Well, let's start it over again.
your sex doll that you got up there.
Oh,
I have an inflatable sheep with Velcro gloves.
The real doll.
oh my gosh. Oh, now these glasses are fogged
He's
up.
gonna change his glasses again. Take three.
They keep getting
three.
fogged
Wait a
up,
second.
God.
Wait, take three.
All right.
Let's start the show again.
Hey everybody, this is Johnny Beane, and we are live. It's 5:27 p.m. now. April 3rd.
Is it? No. I was
No,
gonna
but
say, what?
eventually. By the time we actually start,
Yeah.
it will be. Hey everybody, this is Johnny Beane. We're live. It's 5:27 p.m. April 2nd, 2019. We got David Desdahl.
Hello.
Hey man. Thank you, Scott Nickerson. Jay
How you
Hannon.
doing?
Jonathan Mancuda.
I'm having Vietnam flashbacks. My PTSD is kicking in.
PPSD.
My PPSD. Pink penis trauma.
What's PPS? Oh.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay. All right. There we go.
We're down to
it's
5 viewers.
It's funny to see Johnny Beane laugh on the last show
Oh,
because
Uh-huh.
tonight's our last show. We're not doing any more after this.
definitely the last show.
Oh, I got to keep changing. They keep fogging up, man.
Holy hell.
There we go.
Good. You got to wear glasses because you look like a different
Yeah, hold
person
on,
without glasses.
My contacts are fogging. Hold on. Hi, this is Johnny Beane. We're live.
Oh. Okay. See, look at that. They're fogging up. I can't see.
Stop
Well,
farting.
stop breathing so heavy.
Oh my god.
What are you watching porn for?
Porn
Hey,
for.
this is porn to some people, isn't it?
Porn for.
That's porn to me.
Oh my gosh. Come on.
Holy hell.
Oh.
Sometime tonight we'll talk about guitars and music, and
No.
we won't even make it. Why the fuck do I look so dark?
Hey, I saw Daddario do something with recycling strings. Does anybody recycle picks that you know of? Or can you just throw them in your plastic recyclable?
I don't recycle them. I throw them away.
I throw them
Uh-huh.
at people.
What?
I'm in the supermarket. Some woman like bumps her cart into me. I just flick a pick at the back of her head.
Oh my gosh.
Hopefully it sticks.
Sticks in her
Oh.
beehive.
Oh, that's not sticks picks. It's Swiss picks.
Oh boy. Did anyone get this?
I mean, if we're going off the rails, then screw it. I'll just burp and fart and
No, we're
Don't
not
take
going off the rails. We're not going off the rails. We're just kidding around.
don't take my.
And no, tonight's not the last. Tonight's not the last show.
April Fools.
Yeah.
Look at this. My glass. They keep fogging.
I don't even see you anymore.
I can't see.
I can't see. God damn it!
First, Dave.
My
Dave.
glasses and my shoes.
I couldn't see so good from the Empire State Building.
And then Dave changes the chat.
What did I do?
We have a group chat on Facebook. Look at this.
Oh yeah, I changed the color of the chat.
Dave changed the color of the
Yeah,
chat.
for no reason. It's out of the blue. I get a message and it says David Nesdahl has changed the color of the chat, and I'm like, or the mess. I'm like, what? I thought he did it on accident.
Can
Yeah,
you
I
guys
know,
see
I
me
know.
better now?
Now you just look like a mass thing.
No.
Johnny, put both pairs on at the same time.
Yeah. See, look at this. They keep they keep fogging up. I can't see.
What the hell is going on? Are you sweating?
Oh boy.
God.
This is horrible. I can't look at this. I'm not kidding.
You guys realize we're only about 10 minutes into the show and we already have 32 thumbs down.
No, stop. Because it will happen.
It will happen. Look at this. I'm not kidding.
Wow.
What the hell? I can't.
Yeah, Scott Nickerson. Scott Nickerson says, "Can you imagine the last time Johnny Beane cleaned his glasses? That's probably why they're all fogged up.
Probably always cleans them.
No, I'm sweating. I don't know, man. There might be something really wrong.
News at 11. Johnny Beane dies from laughter. John gets
This is the last show from here because I'm dead.
Jay has booby withdrawals, and Dave starts his Yoda training.
Nobody can see Jonathan.
Yeah, Yoda, not yoga.
Yoga training?
I can't even see myself. Jeez.
Oh my god.
Ah, now it's bright.
Oh, that was.
Oh, now
what'd you
now
do?
What the hell happened?
Now it's not bright anymore.
Ah, fuck. Here, hold on. Let me see.
Is that a script?
I saw something said fleshlight on there. Is that like an order form or something?
That's my return. I wanted the Asian yellow one. Where the heck?
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Hold on.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. I don't know where my sunglasses are up here.
Balance. Ugh.
White balance. No, that's not going to work with all the light behind you.
Why?
Scott Nickerson
It works with the light in front of you.
Scott Nickerson says he calls it. This is the best show so far.
Wow. You have very low standards. Very low standards. The bar is so far down.
Oh, who hid that?
Yeah. Manny Fragoza really loves us.
Who hid that message though? Come on.
I don't know. That's stupid. I wouldn't have hit it. I would have just said something to him like this. Why don't you go watch another show then?
No, we're not going to talk about anything else but ourselves.
Oh my god. Okay.
How's that?
Brian Davies, bye.
Did you turn around?
Maybe that's better. Is that better?
Yeah, you're getting blown out from behind. That's why all the light. No, you're not getting blown from behind. You're getting blown out from behind.
The tongue in my ass, for God's sakes. Oh, God.
So anyway, Johnny, do you want to talk about some Edward Van Halen news while we're on?
We have
on the air
important
here?
stuff to talk about here.
Yeah, we do have a lot of stuff to talk about. But let's wait till Brian Davies leaves so that we don't have to bore him.
Brian Davies says the show's in the toilet. Oh, man. Not again.
Okay. Are we ready for real?
All right. Are we good?
Oh my gosh.
Let's see.
Okay.
We're on the air.
All right.
Oh,
we're
we're live?
live. We're live, everybody.
Oh,
this is Johnny
fuck.
Beane. 5:35 p.m.
Oh, there you go.
It's Groundhog Day.
April 2nd, 2019.
We're just gonna keep starting over until we get it right.
Yeah. That whole beginning I'm going to cut out and I'll save it.
And then just upload it 50 times. The same.
Can I be Bill Murray?
Johnny,
Mm-hmm.
is that a good? Hold on a second. I'm trying to look in your armoire. Is that what that is? Is that a guitar strap that is a guitar neck or a fretboard?
No.
What is that?
I know. It looks like it. It looks like it. No, that's my headless just sitting back there. But it lines up to where it almost looks like it could be a strap. Yeah.
I was like, what a brilliant idea.
It's another strap on.
I'm gonna have to make those. A guitar strap that's a fretboard.
Mm-hmm.
That's a cool idea.
They probably already exist, I would think.
No, I've seen like ties that are fretboards, but I don't know if I've actually seen a guitar strap that's a fretboard.
Mm-hmm. It's a good idea.
All right.
All right, so let's talk about the Met.
Yeah.
Let's talk about all the guitars at the Met, though, not just Frankenstein.
Yes, but that's what I wanted to do.
Yeah,
I want to do it. And real quick, just to let you guys know, we're here, right?
yeah.
Are we live?
We're live. Okay. I went live for a couple minutes last night as soon as like the news was breaking on that, like right when it was happening. And we had some friends that were there taking pictures and all kinds of cool stuff. But I guess what we're going to talk about is the Met. What's the full name?
Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York City.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Can I start over?
You can, but they let me take the guitar home today.
Oh,
There it is.
And the cops will be there at any moment.
They let me take it home, and no, it's not a cardboard thing. Yeah, so I have.
Nesdal, are you in there? Put him up.
Yep.
we know you're in there, Dave. Send out the guitar. Nobody needs to get hurt, Nesdal.
Are we off the air?
Yeah.
No, we're on the air.
All right. So the exhibit, huh? What's wrong with what Manny's saying? Is it bad?
Yeah.
Something about
He's just being a douchebag.
something about you doing something in your pants because of the guitar, I guess.
Oh, cool. All right. Bye, Manny. Anyway, there's an exhibit called "Play It Loud: Instruments of Rock and Roll," and there's a lot of cool stuff there. What do we know that's there on display? When does it open? Actually, it opens on April 8th. I think.
Yeah, what's next Monday? Next Monday, right? Monday.
Next Monday.
Next Monday.
Next Monday.
Monday.
That's
First
like
day with
Sunday,
Mighty Mouth.
Monday, and Tuesday all together. Monday.
February 31st. November 7th.
On Monday.
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 Oh my gosh. So Dave, what's there?
A lot of guitar, a lot of rock and roll memorabilia, mostly guitars. Our favorite guitar would be the Eddie Van Halen's Frankenstein, the original Frankenstein, not a replica.
The real thing.
The real thing. Bruce Springsteen's original Fender Esquire. That's on the cover of Born to Run, which was his main guitar from forever. Steve Vai's original performance Super Strat that he used for the Eat 'Em and Smile tour. That was also the guitar that he sent to Ibanez for them to build and create the Gem guitar out of. A couple of Prince's guitars, I believe Blackie, which is Eric Clapton's Black Stratocaster, is there. One of Pete Townsend's Les Pauls is there. Just a bunch of stuff. All great, cool, really cool stuff.
This sounds like my bedroom.
Yeah, except with cool guitars.
Oh!
Just kidding, dude. I just duded you.
But when is this display going on from?
It'll be there until October.
Oh.
And from what I believe, all the instruments and memorabilia will be there until October. No one's going to be able to pull their stuff out early.
Nice.
Yeah. Rich Stillman. No, it's not the green meanie. It's I'll show you a picture of the guitar. It's one of the performance guitars.
So what is it, behind glass?
They're all kind of behind glass. This is
So if I bring a glass cutter.
That's the Steve Vai guitar right there.
You're behind reflection, Dave.
Oh, sorry. Let's see if I can do this again without. Come on. Is that any better?
Just pull out a little bit.
Just the tip.
Like your mom should have.
The best part of me ran down my dad's legs. It's all right. John Entwistle's main bass is there.
Main bass?
Main bass, like his main bass. Jimmy Page's whole rig from The Song Remains the Same is there.
Wow.
I don't know if you could see that.
Look at that Zoso amp.
It's everything. If you watch The Song Remains the Same, it's got 3 heads and 5 cabinets. And this is exactly the way it was set up for, the 1973 tour. I think all the tours since he started using Marshall, that's the way it was set up. So his D28, his original D28, his original 1958 Les Paul that he used for everything that he still uses today is there. His Dane Electro amp is there. His Dane Electro guitar that he played Cashmere on is there. I think his original Black Beauty with the 3 pickups is there. And his Telecaster with the dragon on it. That's there too. Of course, the Frankenstein is there.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Is that guy in the glass too? Is he?
No.
Is he pressed? Like a little butterfly?
There's a guy in the glass display with it.
Adam Reaver and Scott Smith are there, encased in glass behind the Frankenstein.
Man, yeah. Last night was the what would you call it? It wasn't open to it wasn't a public thing. Yeah, there was a preview. There was a lot of people there last night. Adam from FU Tone was there. Scott Smith was there. Seymour Duncan was there. Matt Brook was there. Just tons and tons of people. And the Roots, the house band from is it Tonight Show?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, they played. They were playing. Lot of cool. Looked really cool.
I'm thinking that probably Matt Brook brought the Frankenstein with him. I'm thinking he's probably been in town for a few days to set that up.
That's why I'm saying go soon. Because like I said, man, you're wait till October if you get there and it's like, that's gone. It's not gonna be pretty, man.
Well, we're probably not going to wait, but we're going to make a phone call tomorrow to make sure that when will be a great time to go, when it starts, and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So
yeah, go quick, go soon, go soon.
Is that the only Helen on there? Is Frankie?
No, his whole rig from '78. It's 6 cabinets and his main head that he's used for all the records, and another head underneath it, and his pedal board, and I hope I can say this, but that bomb thing that he had with his effects in it.
Valerie?
No.
The what do you call it? The World War II practice bombshell is there.
Yeah.
And
that's the original one. It's not a replica. It's all original stuff. It's everything from the first tour.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
What about like anyone like Randy Rhoads or George Lynch or?
I didn't see anything from George Lynch, but that doesn't mean it's not there. Just I haven't seen pictures of it yet.
What about Randy?
I haven't seen anything from Randy either, although it would be cool to see his polka dot V if it's there.
Right. I mean, his family owns those 4 guitars, the 4 main Randy Rhoads guitars. So I don't know if they were ever contacted. I was never contacted to lend anything for that show. And I have stuff that would fit right in there. I don't know who organized it, but you left out a few.
Todd, aka Soda Pop, asks Nesdal, how come Eddie's cabs didn't have Tolix? Is it better for tone? I really don't know the answer to that. I would imagine that it might be a little better for tone without the Tolex on it. Just the bare wood, it just makes sense. But I don't know why he didn't have Tolex on his cabinets. I really don't.
Mm-hmm.
He was so poor at the time, he couldn't even afford the Tolex.
Yeah. Michael James asks if I'm going to take pictures of the pedal board. I'm going to, if I'm allowed to bring a camera in there, yes, I'll take pictures of everything and then we'll show them off. I'm also going to try to bring my Frankenstein, this guitar. I'm going to try to bring it and compare mine to his and see how close this one really is to his.
Dave's going to get tackled by security, hazed.
Yeah. You're gonna walk out and they're gonna think it's
the real one.
The real one,
Because I mean, it's like Dave and I. We were before we started the show a million times today. Dave and I were talking, and I was saying to Dave, "Well, that Frankenstein, that's a big deal there." And Dave's like, "No, there's all kinds of other guitars that are way cooler." You know.
Well, I didn't say way cooler, but
you said more important.
Well, to us, the Frankenstein, everyone that comes to our show would probably think the Frankenstein is the most important. But there are a lot of other guitars there that are just as influential, if not more, than the Frankenstein. Like Jimi Hendrix's Woodstock Strat, that's there too.
Wow.
And, before Van Halen, it was Jimi Hendrix. Mm-hmm. So to the generation before us,
the Monterey Pop Festival.
Well,
there's like a piece.
The white one. Yeah, there's a piece of the Monterey Pop Festival guitar, and then there's the white Strat that everyone has seen him play the Star Spangled Banner on at Woodstock. That guitar is there too. And his Flying V is there as well. So, I mean, just those 2 1/4 guitars are probably worth, $10 million. Who knows what they're worth? It's a dead guy. It's Hendrix, not just a dead guy, but it's Jimi Hendrix's real guitars. They could be worth up to $10 million. I mean, the Frankenstein is super important. It's a very big deal. It's $1 million guitar at least. But there are a lot of guitars there that are just as important as the Van Halen guitar. Mm-hmm. Although, us freaks, we only care about the Van Halen guitar.
Mm-hmm. No, I care about a lot of the stuff.
Yeah. Agreed.
Not me. I would only stand in front of Eddie's stuff and then leave. I'm joking. I'd walk around for 2 minutes. And then
I'm sure that if you had your stuff there, you'd just stare in front of your stuff and then leave.
They say.
They'd be squeegeeing the glass because Jay would rub one out on the glass.
I'd press sausage against it.
Yeah, he would probably want to be in the glass with it.
That's actually cool. That's actually cool. With you being able to stand behind the glass with the guitar in front of you and take a photo, they're thinking people are gonna take a photo of you like this with the guitar. But I'm gonna hang my ball sack out and put it right under there or something.
Sure, Eddie'd be happy to know that.
Yeah, that's my Christmas card this year.
Yeah, I'm sure Eddie Van Halen just unsubscribed from this show.
Yeah. You know what? I was thinking about that. Not about John's ball.
My balls?
Your ball is on his guitar. I was thinking about, it would have been cool. Maybe there is something in the works right now. But what day did you say this thing opens up? The 8th?
I think the 8th.
April 8th until October.
I would love to see something on like the EVH YouTube page or somewhere of like the whole process of like, hey, they called, they want to, take the guitar, blah, 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 kind of going to get it, packing it up, maybe talking about the stuff for a couple minutes. That'd be pretty neat to see Eddie actually, talk about the crap.
I try that all the time with the Van Halens. I call up the estate. I say, yeah, this is the Natural History Museum. So we'd like to come get your guitar for display. We'll send a guy in a pink hat to pick it up. Never works. Never works.
That would be cool though, Jay. That would be cool, like a little film.
Yeah, a little blurb.
Well, it'd be cool with any of that stuff.
Yeah.
I would like
behind
to see,
the scenes.
I'd like to see like an hour show on all of it. Like
I agree.
An hour show on on this is what we did and this is how we contacted them. And
No, not me, because whenever they cover the broad spectrum, everything, it's never any information that like the geeks that are like super pumped about that stuff. Because, you know, for the most part, especially like, you know, you and Johnny, Dave, like you guys know every little detail about most of that stuff. But like if they cover, you know, most or every amount of gear that got, you know, handed them for 6 months, it's going to be the gist. And I want to get in, you know, I want to hear Eddie talking about it.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, this thing was, you know, in the works for a long time, because I remember we talked about this a while ago, and we were debating whether the real guitar would be there or not. Remember, you guys remember that?
Yeah.
So,
you know, what's funny is I kind of wished that it was the 5150 guitar instead. Because that guitar, although, you know, it's a super duper cool guitar, and yeah, it's not the Frankenstein, but that guitar is unplayable. You can't, there's no way you can play it because it's, you know, the neck pocket is like three feet larger than the neck that's in it. So it's never really going to be playable. So God forbid that guitar gets lost. All right. Not a big deal. It's a big deal, but not as big deal as God forbid the Frankenstein gets stolen. Plus, you know, all of us geeks really are into the 5150 guitar. I think a little bit more than the Frankenstein, or at least everyone in our generation.
Yeah, and I think a lot has to do with at least in my opinion, or from my point of view, a lot has to do with the Live Without a Net. You know, watching that. You know, growing up watching that all the time. Yeah, I mean that's the guitar.
Well, for me, it was watching the Panama video as it was really, you know, on its release date. I saw the Panama video and I saw that Gibson headstock, and I was like, I was in love with that guitar right from that minute.
What was the one used in the Hot for Teacher video?
It's a different guitar, but the same. It's really the same guitar, different pattern, different stripe pattern.
So
and
it's
a couple of things.
Right?
A couple of things are different on it than the 5150 guitar. Like on the 5150, the pickup is straight. It's not slanted. On the Hot for Teacher guitar, the pickup is slanted. You know, it's basically the same guitar. It has the Hot for Teacher guitar has a newer Floyd Rose on it. It doesn't have one of those so-called whale tail Floyds. There's like I said, just a couple of differences, but it's the same gist, same type of guitar.
But was it only used in that Hot for Teacher video, or
no? It was used on the 1984 tour as well as a backup.
Okay. I like that one, man.
Yeah,
I mean, you know, 5150 obviously, but that one also is pretty badass. In the same vein, you know.
Yeah, they're all cool. They're all cool, but I think any of these guitars that are on display, if anybody that goes to the event and they grew up, let's say somebody grew up on that Hendrix guitar or that Page guitar, you know, they're flipping out over seeing those.
Yeah,
of course.
You know, so
well, go ahead, Johnny.
I don't know, I was gonna say, yeah, the Frankenstein is awesome, but if it was the Kramer 5150 sitting there, that would be insane to see that thing that close up.
Yeah, I've never seen it that close up. I mean, I saw it from like the fourth row, but I'd never seen it like as close as I am to my computer screen. That would be insane.
Yeah.
I'd be like Wile E. Coyote walking in with one of those tuning forks. You know, you get one of those little tuning forks and tap it, and all of a sudden all the glass shatters. and then I just run. Or get on my Acme rocket and fly out with it.
Ben, I'm going to answer, or from my perspective, answer Ben Coombs' question. He says, do you think we'll ever see Eddie play Frankie live again? Well, who knows if we're going to ever see Eddie play live again, but
he's dead?
I think
his career is.
If Van Halen tours again, and he plays that guitar, it'll be a replica. I don't think he'll bring the real one on tour. Like, you know, playing it in the studio or having it on display with security and, you know, taken care of is a lot different than bringing a guitar on the road. So if you see him playing a Frankenstein live, it's, in my opinion, 100% a replica.
I agree with that. Unless it's like the last Halen show or something, maybe. But I thought I remember hearing him say he retired that guitar.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's still playable because Wolfgang played it. He played part of Eruption on it on a video. So
Yeah.
I could see him playing, you know, that guitar at like a hometown show. You know, like let's say if they do another tour and the last show is the Hollywood Bowl, you know, I could see him, you know, playing that there.
Yeah.
But not traveling though.
Well, he did say himself that the replica that he actually kept with all the writing on the back, all you know, on the head, on the back of the neck, he said that guitar played better than the original one, and he enjoys playing that one more.
Well, he also said he enjoys playing without Michael Anthony more, but we're still hoping. We're still hoping he comes around.
What? Michael Anthony said there's not going to be. What did he say? He responded to somebody on Instagram. Saying that there isn't going to be a Van Halen tour.
Well, no, he didn't say there's not going to be a Van Halen tour. I think what he was saying is that
he's not going to be on it.
If there is one, he's not going to be a part of it. I just think it's come to the point where if they're going to do something this year, it's April already. You know, I mean, what are they going to tell him a month before? Like, obviously, it would have to be in the works for a little while.
Hey, what are you doing
next week? Yeah.
Are you?
What are you doing on Monday?
Yeah, I'm going to send you a video of a videotape of me playing all the parts so you can learn them. Anyway. Well, hey, Eduardo Marino Porto says one string is missing on the Hot for Teacher guitar in the solo in the video. Did anybody ever notice that?
I never noticed that.
Me neither. I'll have to peep that.
I never noticed that. It's gotta be fun.
I think we're all too busy seeing how long the table is that he's walking. That's the longest table ever.
Well,
hang on a second. Let me go see right. I'm going to go see right now if there's a string missing on the hot.
Nice. Hey, Johnny, did we do roll call? We didn't do roll call today.
No, we haven't even actually started the show yet either.
Are we live?
No.
Dave's not here.
We haven't actually started doing a good show yet.
No, not today.
There's the difference. And the apology tour continues.
What I was going to say, though, real quick, is you guys.
Wrong button.
I hope Dave didn't hear that.
No, I didn't hear what.
You didn't catch that, did you?
Oh, you didn't hear that?
No, but did you guys hear this? Fuck off.
Thank God.
Did you guys hear this?
Huh?
It's 6 p.m. That's a nice round number. Hey, everybody, this is Johnny Beane. We're live.
Oh.
It's April 2nd, 2019.
Who's here?
John Mancuda.
Hi, everybody.
Jay Hannon. Dave left.
See, you don't want to do roll call in the middle of the show because then there's almost 90 people watching right now, and there's more people in the chat, so it's going to be like 20 minutes.
Hey, Amanda, that's another Coombs? 20 minutes of time that we've killed. So, and the content is better than anything we got to offer.
Amanda, happy new guitar day.
Oh, yeah.
What'd you get? What'd you get, Amanda?
She got a BC Rich Warlock.
Oh!
No, I'm joking. She didn't.
Yeah.
She didn't.
BC Rich.
No, a BC Richard.
By the way,
Korean version.
I checked the Hot for Teacher guitar, and it has all its strings on it.
Is that it?
That's it.
Was Milton Berle at the end of that long table? Or is that another video?
Uh-huh. Didn't they they filmed the Hot for Teachers solo? Didn't they use like a fisheye lens or whatever for
What do you
that?
call it, fisheye?
Oh, those are big in like adult films now, I think, right?
I wouldn't know.
Me neither. I've heard it. You know.
On.
It makes your junk look bigger.
It would make it look smaller.
I use a fisheye lens all the time. I should know.
Now I know what I want for my birthday.
Ooh, this is a bigger sounding guitar than the other one.
Amanda got a Jazzmaster Affinity.
A Jizzmaster? What?
Oh my!
Oh, don't
God.
say that. Come on. You don't step over the line. I mean, you can step over the line, but don't stomp over the line.
Like a high jump.
God.
What happened to the Warlock?
Yeah. Yeah, congratulations, Amanda. That's a
Yes.
awesome
Good luck with
guitar.
your new
It's a
guitar.
very cool guitar. Very cool guitar. Todd A.K. Soda Pop says it's a boat anchor.
What's
Real
a
nice. Real nice.
Oh man.
83 people watching so far. 37 thumbs ups. 37th.
I see 38.
That was me.
Say 38.
By the way, for those of you that tolerate our bullshit today long enough, I brought a guitar for show and tell.
Oh, did you just buy it?
No.
Oh. Oh.
I will say though, I'll say it's related to someone I saw recently. I saw a concert recently, and it's related to that. So start your guesses.
Oh, I think I know.
I think you know.
Mm-hmm. Let's let the chat guess.
All right.
It's a celebrity guitar from a band I just recently saw. Jeff, I did the Jizzmaster joke an hour ago. Move on. Jeff's like, it's a Jizzmaster. I did the joke already. We're on another subject. Anyway, to the chat. I saw a concert recently. Really great, well-known metal band. I want to see if the chat can guess a guitar that I got a while ago, but I'm going to show you today.
I'm gonna guess. Oh.
Oh,
G, you have a question for me? G Butchnoff says, Dave, with a bunch of question marks. Are you questioning me, or do you have a question for me?
He wants to know if it's you or a Jedi in there.
I don't know.
Kenny Allen, by the way, says, I remember Milton Berle was the Uncle of Rat's manager. That's true. That's true, and that is why he was in those music videos. Let's see. Guesses in the chat for my guitar. Motley Crue, Air Supply. Is it a George Lynch guitar? Satchel's Charvel. Is it a Jackson LA Guns? That's a good guess. Kip Winger. A lot of good guesses there. Nobody has it yet, though. Although I do own some of the guitars mentioned. That's not today's guitar.
Oh, and you have a Winger guitar.
Well, it's not Rebs, but yeah, it's a Reb edition. I just bought.
G Butchnoff says, "What am I plugged into? I'm plugged into the." All right, so here's my shout out. My Yamaha THR 10X. Yeah, I love this. I love this amp. It's actually wonderful. Love this amp.
yep, it is
Let's
awesome.
see. Vernon Reed, Lil Wayne, Jakey Lee, The Cult, Pat's Dogs. We're back on Pat's Dogs.
Dogs.
Mr. BHB asks, is it rumpled foreskin?
Rumpled foreskin.
I thought it was wrinkled foreskin.
Rumpled fiveskin?
Jim Nicholas, you're actually onto something, but it's not this week. But stay tuned in future shows. I will have something to do with the Pat's Dogs commercial that we keep going back to.
You should show up one day with an old looking hot dog and say,
Thinking it's a guitar.
You got this from the stand.
This was one of the buns that Cinderella was stuffing in their gullet during the Pat's Hot Dogs commercial. Pat's Dogs!
Oh, no, not again.
I love that.
Yeah, that was pretty
Cinderella
good.
for Pat's Chili Dogs. Classic.
That's very funny. I never
No
heard that.
guitars, Zach Wild. Nobody has guessed this. Greg Howe, Jeff LeBar. Nobody has guessed this guitar.
Can I sing something? Empire.
Any hints? Any hints? Dave's onto something.
Michael Wilton.
Bravo. Bing, 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 bing. I have one of Michael Wilton's guitars with me today.
Well, I might get a slight, just a slight one. But if you had his ex partners, I would really get a
Just a slight one.
Oh, yeah,
mean-
just to see one of the original Charvels. Forget it. You know, a Strat headstock Charvel that was you know, a Queensryche guitar. That would be amazing.
When did they have Strat at Charvel? I remember they played Kramer's early on.
They played Kramer's too, but I remember there being a Strat headstock. It was either a Charvel or an ESP, but it was a Strat headstock guitar. Black.
ESPs came later. They got ESP later.
What was didn't they have something in the liner notes on Empire that said like DeGarmo and Wilton play ESPs on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and what like they had something like two
Monday.
different guitar companies.
For Empire, well, I'll get into it right now. I did see Queensryche the other day over here in Hollywood. My buddy manages them. I know some of those guys. They're terrific. They just got a new album just broke on March 1st.
And it's good.
Man, am I
It's a good
crazy?
album.
Wait. Am I crazy or did I just stroke out? Because Mankuta's voice is his mouth is running, but there's nothing coming out of it, and then all of a sudden you hear him.
Is it my audio, my video?
You
or
look like you're in a Chinese flick.
am I running slow
karate chop
today?
flick.
Am I running slow today?
Well, you weren't until now.
His
I
mouth
mean,
is
other
going to
than
move now.
mentally, am I running slow today?
Huh? No, you're good.
Yeah.
You're good.
And then what I said was I saw Queensryche.
And now you're blurry. Oh, there you are.
See you, Dan Halen.
Later, Dan.
So I saw Queensryche. They have a new album. Todd Latore is their frontman, and he's basically what Jeff Tate used to sound like in the 80s. Really, really great show. Those guys always put on a great show. Michael Wilton sold me 2 guitars about a year ago, and I brought one of them on tonight. Do we want to do this now, or should we do it later?
Wait. Can I find a guitar of his that I hope it is, and then you can.
Yes.
All right.
It's gonna suck if you're wrong.
I'll
Is it
try
something
too.
that like has a logo on it or something like that?
It has a graphic.
Okay. All right. Cool.
I'll even tell you the albums that it was used on.
Was it used on Empire?
No.
Oh.
It was used in Rage for Order and a little bit of recording Operation Mindcrime.
Mm.
one particular song on Operation Mindcrime.
Is it acoustic?
No, I don't own any acoustic. You know I don't own any acoustic.
Is it acoustic?
Acoustic.
Is it a Q-Bert?
Did it come with a pool table?
Is it Big Bird? Wait, is it a guitar?
Would it be this one? Can't be this one, right?
Let me
Maybe?
see.
Is it that one?
No, it's not that. It's not the Snake Skinny S pick.
All right. Should I guess again or no? I mean, is it? It can't be the guitar that he always uses. So.
Well, his main guitar is a skull guitar.
Yeah, is this
he
one?
Has multiples of that. He has
Yeah.
multiples of that one.
Mm-hmm.
So he's played. He had one with 2 pickups, one and 2 different ones with 3 pickups. I actually own one of those of his.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that one though.
Yeah, that's the one that I'm used to seeing him play.
I
His
own
wall.
one of those. I'll tell you that. It's not one of those though. He had like 3 or 4 of those in various configurations. This one is like a one of a kind.
Well, show it to
I'll give you a hint. I'll give you another hint. Eddie Van Halen has one of these.
Oh, come on, Dave. Give me a break.
Hey, one break coming up.
You got to know it then, Dave, right?
No, I
Eddie
don't
Van
know.
Halen has one.
Listen, I didn't sleep next to him last night. I don't know everything he has.
Does
You
it
would
have?
know this one, Dave?
Does it have a crawfish on it?
It's not the Van Halen gunslinger.
It's not the fish.
It's not the fish guitar.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen, a Queensryche guitar in Eddie Van Halen's hands or in his collection. I don't know. How do you know he has one?
It's the same type of guitar he has. So Eddie has one of these unique guitars that he's played, and Michael Wilton played one in Queensryche as well.
A Steinberger?
No? Any guesses?
Is it a Strat style?
Strat style.
Okay.
Any guesses from the chat?
Oh, so it's a Kramer.
It is a Kramer,
It's a Kramer Sustainer.
Oh.
not a Sustainer.
It's a Kramer Beretta?
Not a Beretta.
Then Eddie hasn't played it live.
Yes, he has. You're gonna love
All right.
it.
Oh, it's a Kramer
Oh.
Pacer. It's a Pacer, 2 pickup.
It's not a Pacer. All right.
This is getting better.
Nobody's gotten this. It's a Kramer model. It's a real specific model.
A Voyager?
Limited model.
Is it
Eddie
a Voyager?
has one. What?
Is it a Voyager?
Not a Voyager. You're
It's
gonna
not-
bang your head when you see this.
So it's not a Farrington.
Not a
It says
Farrington.
not acoustic. Is it Frankenstein?
It was Frankenstein's not a Kramer.
Someone in the chat got it. Mark Taylor.
Well, hold
Well
on. Blank Palette. Blank Palette said it, but it didn't come through right.
Oh, it's a Ripley?
Oh yeah, someone did say. Blank Palette also said it. Okay, kids, here we go.
What was that?
I didn't even know you had a Ripley.
Michael Wilton used this in the Rage for Order tour. He used it to record parts of Rage for Order, and then he used it in a song on Operation Mindcrime. Queensryche.
Oh, you have a maple neck one? You great. Wow. Now that's killer. Absolutely
that.
killer. Oh my God.
Kramer Ripley, maple neck.
It doesn't even say Ripley on the headstock.
It does not.
That's strange. It should say Ripley on the headstock.
And it has the Bartolini pickup. with the Tri-Reich logo. I'll do this so I don't get reflection. And then on the back, the Rage for Order logo.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, there you go. That's
Wow.
That's an amazing guitar because of what it is. It's just an amazing guitar. But I have a feeling that when he owned that guitar, he took the rosewood fretboard neck off of it and Kramer gave him that maple neck, because every Ripley says Ripley on the headstock.
This one from out of the gate. I have old photos of him with this guitar. He ordered it with the maple neck.
Oh, no kidding.
Mm-hmm. But isn't a Ripley neck is just a Beretta neck?
It's a Beretta neck with the Ripley logo.
Yeah. It's a Beretta neck with, usually it has the decal. I don't know why this one doesn't, but you know.
Well, I'm thinking that after Ripley built the body, put the junk in the body and sent it back to Kramer, that's when he said, I want a maple neck, by the way, and they just switched it out and put that on.
But the old photos of him using it have the maple neck on it.
Right. When it came from Kramer, it was shipped to him with a maple neck on it, but I'm sure that it wasn't the original neck that was supposed to come on that guitar.
According to him, he hasn't done anything to it. That was what he told me when he gave it to me. So,
well, I'm not saying he did anything other than say, by the way, when you send me that guitar, I want a maple neck. So they probably took the original neck off at the factory and put a maple neck on.
That's possible.
But that's absolutely killer. That's killer. That's a guitar I'd own.
The thing about the Ripleys, for those of you that don't know a lot about Ripleys, it's basically a stereo guitar. So different sounds are coming out of different amps, 2 amps. So you're getting certain part of the guitar sounds out of the left amp and out of the right amp, just like stereo speakers. And it gives it kind of a ping pong across the room effect if you spread the amplifiers on different sides.
Yeah, it depends on the way you pan the strings.
Right.
Whoa, hold on a second here. Please! I got a picture of him. Oh, come on.
Come on.
There's an ad with him and DeGarmo. Well, it's not an ad. It's on VintageKramer.com. It says Queensryche's Wilton and DeGarmo, heavy metal with finesse. And it's got Michael Wilton holding that.
Oh, there it is.
That guitar. So that was, that's Rage for Order with those hairdos.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me
So
pull
blurry.
it in. Yeah, I know, I'm trying, man.
On back a little more. Right there.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
The graphic, yep.
So that's it?
That's
Yeah.
it. That's the guitar, man.
Now, he played this a lot during Rage for Order and recorded the album with it. And then he used it again to record, I think, Electric Requiem on Operation Mindcrime. Because you hear the eerie music bouncing back and forth on that one.
Wow.
What year is that?
Well, that's an 85 guitar.
Yeah.
What year was would that be 87? 80 what year was
Rage?
Rage for Order? 86, 87? 87?
I think
Look it up.
I want to say 86 maybe. I think Mindcrime was 88, right?
I have no clue.
Rage for Order is one of those albums that
I've never heard.
it was released on June 27th, 1986.
There you go.
So the first Queensryche album that I heard was Empire, and I fell in love with it. And then I got Mindcrime and loved it. And then I got Rage for Order, and I remember not liking it at first. And it took me a while to like revisit it, and I was like, wow, this is actually really, really good. It just, the sound is kind of, whatever.
Yeah, Citizen Kane. I'm gonna have to check that stuff out. Yeah, if somebody logs into the Discord, go ahead and put up some of that stuff.
Johnny, I'm going to be honest. I can't see you liking Rage for Order
At all.
I could see you possibly.
No,
Do you
I
like
can't see him
Queensryche,
liking
Johnny?
Queensryche. I can't see him liking it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I liked. I keep talking about the acoustic. I liked that acoustic song.
Silent Lucidity.
Yeah, but that's not really the epitome of what Queensryche is.
That's not real Queens.
Well,
I mean, it's their most popular song, but that's not really what Queensryche is.
But my mom likes that song, so that
So Johnny
Queensryche is
real stuff.
Queensryche is basically thinking man's metal.
Mhm.
It's a lot of political or lyrics thrown in there, or a lot of mentioning of the situation of pop culture today or whatever. And Operation Mindcrime was a
concept record,
a concept album. To this day, one of my top 5 all-time CDs. One of the greatest CDs I've ever heard myself, I think, is Operation Mindcrime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I always considered it like progressive hard rock.
Very much, very much.
I think when I think of Queensryche, I think of a cleaner Iron Maiden.
Well, the original, I mean, the first, like, what was it, an EP that Queensryche came out with? First,
Right.
like,
Yeah.
the first couple releases before Rage for Order were definitely had like an Iron Maiden influence. But then they kind of, I guess, found their own sound, you know?
Yeah.
And I think it starts with Rage for Order.
If you listen to like Queen of the Reich from the EP, or The Flame from the Warning album, or Take Hold of the Flame, I mean, these are exercises in Jeff Tate showing you that he could hit these unbelievably high notes and hold them beautifully. Just good writing, good singing, great playing by Michael Wilton and Chris DeGarmo. Just perfect. Really great stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And someone was asking on the guitar what all the knobs are for. For those of you that's not familiar with a Ripley, these knobs here, each string comes with a balance knob. So what this is, if you want the low E string to play to your left amplifier, you just turn it all the way over. And then you want this one turning over to the right amplifier, you could turn it over. If you want it centered, you could put it in the middle. But this basically is your balance of what strings you want to go to which amplifier, left or right. So you could do that ping pong across the room sound.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, just think like Top Jimmy, like the intro to Top Jimmy.
That was a Ripley.
That was the Ripley. Yeah. And also, huh?
No, like with Top Jimmy, I still remember listening like years ago thinking, did he record that on 2 separate? No way. It sounds like one guitar, but split. Now, I always wondered, and until I got on with you guys and you explained what the hell it is, I didn't know what the hell he did. But anyway, go ahead.
Where's my Ripley at? I could actually plug directly into my mixer here and show you guys exactly what.
Oh, you got to do it, dude.
I could actually do that.
Yeah.
And I think it would come out stereo for us personally, because if we're wearing headphones, if you could hear it, but I don't think the rest of the people will.
Oh yeah, if I'm using OBS, it will. On Hangouts, it won't. So.
Oh, what a sham!
I'll have to do that with OBS. I'll do it. Remind me. You guys remind me. No, I was gonna say though, I had a girlfriend back in
Wow.
Yeah. Back in 1992. And I would go over to her house and spend the night, and she was always playing Queensryche. Always. All the time.
She'd play Queensryche and he'd play guitar and then he'd fall asleep.
It was Jonathan.
Smoke a cigarette.
Jonathan, you would have loved her bedroom. It was all you know all those
What
magazines
do I say about that?
back then. You know all those magazines back then. All the
The ones
all
under
the-
my bed?
Under his mattress.
all those rock magazines in 1992.
Yeah.
You know, her bedroom was just plastered with all the different
I bet it
pinups.
was.
Yeah, of like that stuff. Yeah. So it was nothing but all these guitars that you have. It was all those bands, all that stuff. But no, what I'm trying to say though is I've heard not that, Jeff, but what I've heard though is I have heard Queensryche, so I do know what they sound like.
Wait, Jeff T, is that Jeff Tate himself?
Well, it's G.
Oh, she was so in love with him. She was so in love with him. There was this home video of theirs where there's this one part where he like he rolls around on stage. I guess.
Oh yeah, in
he looks like he's like in pain and crying. She would cry every time that part would come on because she's like he looks like he's in such pain.
That was during Sweet Sister Mary.
Yeah.
Live
And
Talk.
I'd be sitting there like, what?
Well, in the story, I mean, his girlfriend, depending how you interpret the album, either got killed or committed suicide. So, he is in agony as he's singing this.
So live, they're like, so it's like a show. So it's like theater.
Yeah, I mean, basically, Operation Mindcrime was a concept album which told a whole story, start to finish, and had a beginning and an end that was just like a crazy, twisted story that just got deeper and deeper and deeper, and it was really fucking amazing. And, my girlfriend Simone went with me to this concert, and, I said, she said, am I going to know any of these songs? I said, yeah, you'll know Silent Lucidity. And, she'll go with heavy metal. It's not really her jam, but she'll go with it. And she's listening to me rocking out to Empire and rocking out to Take Hold of the Flame. And she's just kind of smiling and looking. And finally we get up to Silent Lucidity. And I'm like, see, babe, you know this one. And she's like, yeah. So
Well, that's the only one I would know. I would know
probably
that one.
Never listened to the radio before, ever.
I would know Jet City Woman. Jet City Woman, that was a
you
good
didn't
one.
know
I
any of
like-
it.
Great song, man.
I like that
Yeah,
one.
that is a great song.
The
But
album.
yeah, those would be the only two songs I would know.
Those
they
are
were
both
on
from
MTV all the
Empire.
time.
Yeah.
Those are both
Yeah.
from Empire, which was the follow-up to Operation Mindcrime, which was terrific also. Another great album.
Empire is my favorite Queensryche album, and I think a lot has to do with it. Like from an engineer / producer, like mix engineer standpoint, in my opinion, the production on it, the songwriting, the vocal harmonies, how everything sounds, to me, it's like, it's perfect. Like I listened to that album and I'm like, that was, in my opinion, like the pinnacle of like everything that they had going for them. And it was, you hear interviews with DeGarmo like before or after Empire came out, and he was talking about how we wanted to kind of bring everything down a little bit and not have it all these layers. And I'm like, listen to Empire. All it is just like layers of vocals and overdub on guitars. And I'm like, what are they talking about?
Oh, they're terrific.
It's awesome.
And you know what? It's the album they really needed to make after Operation Mindcrime, because Operation Mindcrime was so unbelievably good.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what are you going to do for a follow-up act? And then they come out with Empire, and people are like, you win. I quit. You guys win.
It's funny how they really didn't. I mean, yeah, they're big, they're huge, but they didn't break like a band like that should. I think it should be bigger than that. Like they should have gotten bigger than that. Than they, not a lot of people know who they are. Yes, musicians and rockers know who they are, but I think they should have been more of a household name than they are.
Well, I think they were for a little while after Silent Lucidity came out.
Empire was the album that made them more of a household name, even though Operation Mindcrime was the one that really did super well for
Yeah,
them.
it broke
beyond
them. It
just
broke
a good rock band.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but like the people that weren't really rock fans didn't know about Queensryche until Empire came out. That was kind of their crossover album.
Absolutely.
Well, did they?
Absolutely.
Jet
That
City
was
Woman.
where all their hits came from.
Jet City Woman. That's on Mindcrime, right?
No,
No,
Empire.
Oh, okay. So they didn't have any MTV videos on before that, right?
No, they did. They did.
Yeah,
I mean, look,
I think it was more or less on like Headbangers Ball that you'd see something like that.
they had like Queen of the Reich. They had Take Hold of the Flame. They had Walk in the Shadows. You know, they had a video or two from every one of their albums. But when Operation Mindcrime came out and you heard I Don't Believe in Love or Eyes of a Stranger, then all of a sudden their videos were getting airtime. And then when Empire came out, then they were getting mainstream radio airplay.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know.
And I think somebody mentioned, where is it? Right before grunge. I think that was a big issue because Empire came out in, I believe, 91, right? 90 or 91. And 91 is when they really they played the MTV Music Awards and all that stuff. And then I think the grunge stuff came out, and then their follow-up album, Promised Land, which I think is great, but it's really dark, and it doesn't have that big hit like the previous album had.
Right.
And I think that was part of the problem too. And then the next album, Here and the Now Frontier, they completely abandoned what they were and tried to kind of make a raw record, and it didn't work. And that
because they made the mistake that Motley Crue made in 1990. They tried changing to darker with the grunge time.
Weren't they from Seattle?
Yes.
They are,
Okay.
but that doesn't mean they're a Seattle music scene band.
But
They're a metal band.
But did they kind of incorporate the Seattle scene at the time into their recordings?
They basically just went with like what a lot of bands did at that time. They're like, well, we got to change. Metallica did it a bit. Like I said, they did it. Motley Crue did it.
Started wearing flannel.
Tried to kind of ease in with the grunge scene as well, and it's not their genre. So it just left a bad taste in the metalheads' mouth, and the grunge guys are like, who wants these 80s relics?
Exactly. So they kind of screwed the pooch, for lack of a better term. They actually recorded Here in the Now Frontier at Stone Gossard, the bass player from Pearl Jam's studio. So that just goes to show you kind of what they were getting to or going for. And it, in my opinion, ended their career as far as anything like that. I didn't
they were also having, at that time, they were having inner turmoil with Jeff. They were having inner turmoil with Chris DeGallo, who wanted out. And
EMI Records, didn't they go under around that time too?
Probably right about then, I think.
Yeah, so there was a lot of issues going on.
And basically what happened was they did what a lot of bands did then. They kind of pulled a Van Halen, pulled a Dokken, pulled a, whatever way you want to look at it, where the frontman goes one way and takes his songs. The guitarist goes this way with the rest of the band and gets a new frontman, and they get a new band, and you have two bands. Great White did it. Van Halen did it. So many bands around that time did it. And what you wound up with was basically Chris DeGarmo basically saying, you know what, guys, I'm out. I'm just retiring. And Michael Wilton saying, okay, I'm lead guitarist now. And he's great at it. But now they got Parker, who basically took in the rhythm section. And they're like, all right, so what do we do for a frontman? How do you replace Jeff Tate? I mean, Jeff Tate undeniably is like one of the highest, vocal reaching, opera trained vocalists in the world. How do you replace Jeff Tate, someone that could hit those notes with precision and strength? And someone said, wait a minute, did you guys ever hear of a band called Crimson Glory, who was like an average 80s band that no one really paid attention to? But I remember Crimson Glory as having a frontman that sounded exactly like Jeff Tate. So they got Todd LaTorre, who you know, like Sammy Hagar coming into Van Halen, basically breathed a new angle into the band. And now you have Todd La Torre as the frontman, Michael Wilton as the lead, and you know, that's basically Queensryche. Jeff Tate, who's having a hard time hitting all those notes now. Jeff Tate is in a band called Operation Mindcrime with a bunch of, you know, I don't even know who's in the rest of that band.
Do you imagine that do you think they may or may not have contacted Bruce Dickinson for the gig at the time?
I'd be shocked. I'd be shocked if they did. I mean, Iron Maiden, you know, why would Bruce Dickinson leave?
Well, for money, because Iron Maiden doesn't always tour. They're not always around. They tour every 3 or 4 years. They don't tour every year.
I know, but Iron Maiden's raking in money. Queensryche isn't.
Iron Maiden was a higher ranking band than Queensryche.
Well, why don't you think Queensryche would have reached out to him? I think they, you know,
because they wouldn't be able to afford him.
I think that would have been a good idea.
Hey, do you want to go into a band that's lesser known than your own?
Yeah. Do you want to go play clubs now instead of stadiums?
I know you're in your own private jet that you fly. Yeah. And it has your logo on the side. Do you want to come in our Cessna?
Yeah, let's.
I don't want to fly in a Cessna no matter what.
Can anybody? Yeah, you want to play clubs now instead of stadiums?
The bottom line is Queensryche now is a lot like Van Halen was with Sammy Hagar. They've gone, you know, again, they're back into a good, strong position with new material and a new frontman and a new rhythm guitarist and a new lease on life, you know, basically with a lot of their old mojo. So I just saw them. They were terrific. The new album sounds really good, you know, but again, it's a slightly different band.
Yeah. No, the new album is good. I listened to it. It's really good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. The new single is, what is it? Man on Machine?
I have no idea.
I think it's called Man on Machine. It's very good.
Mm-hmm. Would I like it? Jay, do you think I would like it?
No.
Frankenstein at the Met.
Huh? Also,
we really got off on a tangent. It's all good stuff, though.
I used to play with this drummer that ended up becoming a pilot, and he flew Sammy Hagar around.
Wow. Great story there, Johnny.
Yeah. Oh, what a doozy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God.
What else? Should I talk about this real quick?
Yeah.
I was gonna tell you, Dave. Should I grab it?
Yeah, grab it. And
grab it.
Just be easy with it when you grab it.
Grab it.
Don't grab it too hard. Don't grab it too soft.
All right. Okay. So this is my Epiphone Les Paul. I switched out the bridge pickup. If you guys watched my Veda, which I did, you know, right before we went live here, I pulled. You saw it. I pulled out the Seymour Duncan humbucker that was in there because there was a major volume difference between the P90 pickup and the Seymour Duncan. So I found another P90, both basically the same pickup, but I'm having phase issues now where when I put it in the middle, it's out of phase, and each pickup only has a hot and a ground.
So turn the neck pickup around.
You think?
Yeah, just turn it around.
Just turn it around.
Physically turn the pickup around. Yeah.
Every now and then my guitar sounds like shit. Turn it around.
No, just turn your guitar around and play it left-handed. That'll fix it.
Wait a minute. So if I plug it in,
back.
Yeah,
there you go.
If I plug it in like this, it'll sound fine.
Yep.
Back.
Look.
That's it.
This guitar has my band's graphics on it. Look at that. There's our South by Southwest sticker. 2009, the Mayflower.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, seriously though, you think if I just turn this around,
turn the pickup around,
it'll be fine.
Yep.
How many times are you going to question Dave Nesbitt?
Wow.
Dave is our tech guy. He's the only one who knows that answer. Listen to him.
But it is Tech Moron Tuesday, though.
And that's why I'm here. To keep things stupid.
Hello, Ed Dana.
Awesome.
And Dave, on Johnny's Veda, whatever the hell it is, he actually said that when we go live, I'll ask Dave what to do. So,
Am I on audio delay? Someone
You
said I'm
were.
on audio delay.
you were big time.
Oh. Am I normal now? Well, relatively speaking.
Yeah, you're talking. Your mouth is moving with the words.
Oh, good.
Wait, but Islander Winder says it won't matter with the P90. Turning it around won't do anything. They're saying both magnets are.
Look,
Opposing
we've told
opposing.
Johnny to do so many things that he does that don't make sense. You should have been here when we said, if you want really good reverb, jam a Snickers bar in your ass when you play. And he did it. So don't listen to him, okay? We tell him to do stuff. He does it.
Anyway, what were you saying about if it's a P90, it won't matter.
They're saying it's a P90, it won't matter.
So what would be the reason for that? Because I have no idea either way. I mean,
Because what I'm thinking, this might be an issue. The back of this pickup has an F on it.
for what?
Fucking sucks.
What? Come on. Which would,
you.
well, okay, you know, some pickups say F, some say R,
The F is for flip it.
right?
Yeah.
Right? Haven't you guys seen the pickups that say F and R on the
Front
back?
and rear.
Yes.
Hey, Phone Talk, what's up, man?
Yes. Hey, Mark. So front. Would front?
It's a
be-
neck pickup. Yeah.
Okay. So
But I don't think that's really.
if these are both neck pickups, would that
turn
be the,
just turn
the
one
issue?
around. Turn one around. It might be it's the magnets. Turn one around. I would turn the neck pickup around.
Okay.
Just see what it does. I mean, it's just 4 screws. That's it.
But Johnny, didn't you say that it might be the same exact pickup? That was the reason. Is that what you said?
I'm thinking they're both the same exact pickup, just
Well,
different
listen.
colors.
No. Listen to
Both
me.
neck pickups.
See, Andy Qua, listen to me. Larry Mitchell's Nags guitar. The bridge pickup in that guitar is a neck pickup. And it sounds great. And he's got 3 pickups in that thing, and that's not out of phase. So try it. Just try turning the pickup around.
Jay,
right
you played that guitar.
I played that guitar too.
Yeah. It's a neck satch track pickup in the bridge position.
And then he played my guitar. I made him though. I forced him to play it.
He's
Did
like,
he
I don't
sign-
want to play. I don't want
did
to
he
play
sign it?
Ibanez guitar ever again. Is what he said.
Did he sign
Do
your
it for
guitar?
you.
Did you get an autograph at all?
No. If you're in a relationship, if you have a
Yeah,
relationship,
he slept in bed with you. Why would
you
you?
Larry, you're dating. If you have a relationship with somebody where they call you, you call them, they ask you to come
Yeah.
jam and hang out, you don't ask them for an autograph.
Yeah,
that would have been
that's over.
Yeah,
you're
that's
past that. You're past
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, you're friends.
yeah.
It's not like regular guy wishing he could hang out with a celebrity.
Yeah,
like
it's not like-
we do with Mancuda.
Yeah, it's not like I never met Larry or talked to him and he came to South Carolina and played a gig somewhere and I went to the show. That would have been a different story. But the fact that, yeah, we're past that. Larry, can you sign my shirt? Can you sign my nipples?
Yeah.
You're killing me, Larry.
I hear that commercial every night, man.
I
What
love
is
that
that? What is that for?
Sit and sleep.
I hear. Do you listen to
Sit and
KF?
sleep mattress store.
Do you listen to KFI?
I listen to my engine seizing because I don't change my oil.
Every night, I listen to KFI AM 640, which is a Hollywood station. Tim,
No, I
Con-
listen to AM 1070. Oh, it's a talk news talk.
is that the sports?
radio.
The sports one?
News.
Okay, all right.
AM 1070.
So you would hear that commercial on that
Always.
station. Yeah.
Always.
You're killing me, Larry. Yeah,
Yeah,
I hear
for
that
those-
every
for those-
night, man.
For those not on the West Coast that don't have sit and sleep mattress stores have this funny set of commercials between the owner named Larry and his accountant named Irwin. And Larry is always basically giving away the store, and Irwin is basically losing his mind that they're about to go out of business. So Larry comes on and he's like, Irwin, we're having a sale. Every mattress is $1 and you get one free. And the other guy comes on and goes, you're killing me, Larry. You know what? Why are you fucking working for him if you're not happy? Shut up. He's your boss. If he wants to give away his fucking mattresses, let him give them away. It's none of your fucking business. Shut up and take your check.
Wow.
Oh.
So they have those commercials over on the West Coast radio.
My God, you sounded like Vic DiPotetto for just a second, except the spit wasn't coming out of your mouth.
Yeah, it's all over my camera now.
Wow. Anyway, I hear that every night.
Very funny.
I'm going to hear that later tonight, actually, driving down the street. I'm going to hear that. So, yeah. So what, Dave? So if I turn this pickup around.
The neck pickup.
Do you guarantee? Is that
I don't guarantee anything. I don't guarantee anything because there's no guarantee in life. But I'm thinking that will fix your problem. You're
What's
out of
the
phase
science?
problem.
What's the science behind that? Behind
the magnets, the pushing and pulling of the magnets.
So but
there's a North Pole and a South Pole always, no matter what. It's probably the wrong way.
Okay.
It doesn't matter whether it's single coil or humbucker. There's always a North Pole and South Pole for the magnets. And if both poles are facing the same way, it's going to be out of phase. It just makes sense.
Okay. Just the middle position. That's what's out of phase.
Yeah. Well, I mean, right now your guitar is more like the Peter Green Les Paul because the middle position is out of phase.
Yeah, because I googled something about using two P90 neck pickups, and something came up about Peter Green.
Yeah, it's the Peter Green sound. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Like what songs?
Does it sound cool?
Every song, because he used the same guitar his whole career.
Mm-hmm. But what REM song would I know where he's using that sound?
It wouldn't be REM because it's not Peter Green from REM.
Oh.
You moron. Fleetwood Mac.
A moron.
Oh, wait, but Fleetwood Sack just came into the chat. Oh, I kept thinking REM. I wasn't thinking about Fleetwood Mac. Okay, well, what Fleetwood Mac song would I know?
I don't know.
Go your own way.
No, this is way before that. Before they were a pop band.
This is before Lindsey Buckingham, right?
Yes. I don't know. In the chat, what was Fleetwood Mac's biggest hit before they were a pop band? Before
Ask Fleetwood Sack. He would know. Fleetwood Sack. What? Yeah. We're talking about Peter Green from Kiss. This is Gene Simmons from Kiss.
I invented Kiss. Yes, Black Magic Woman. Absolutely. That's it. Listen to the original Black Magic Woman, which, Fleetwood Mac
I
wrote.
thought that was Santana.
Santana redid it. Fleetwood Mac wrote it.
Huh.
Uh-huh. REM didn't do it? Okay, so I'll try it. I'll flip this around.
Do it now.
Do it now.
Go now. Do it.
I lost my screwdriver. I lost it. I don't know where it went.
We'll go down to the liquor store and get some more alcohol. Make your own screwdriver.
Oh, I'm never doing that again, man.
You only have one screwdriver?
I had you know the small Phillips that have the red tip.
Yeah.
The black ones with the red tip.
Oh boy.
I had 2 of those for years. One of them we have to use out in the chicken coop because their flap gets loose, and so I got it. So one of them is sitting out there in the dirt to tighten their flap every time we let them out and put them back in. The chickens, right? The other one, I had it on top of my amp. I walked away, came back, and it's gone.
So look behind your amp. Look in the back thing. Look. I mean, come on, man. You got a couch there. Could be another couch.
Yeah. So by the way,
Screwdriver?
Jay would love this little bit of trivia. The Les Paul that we're talking about that was owned by Peter Green, that was Peter Green's guitar, is now owned by
John Mancuda.
Peter Griffin.
No.
George
Kirk
Jetson.
Kirk
Kirk
Hammett.
He has that. That's the one. The gold.
It's not gold. It's a sunburst with all the. It's only yellow. All the red faded on it. Yeah, it's not gold.
Hey, Teddy.
Close enough.
Yes, that's the guitar.
Sean Mahoney. Hey, good to see you guys.
Teddy, I don't know if I'm going to opening day.
And the funny thing is about that, man, is
Teddy, are you going?
What?
Teddy, are you going?
He lives right down the street from me. Basically, he lives about 15 minutes away from me, so he probably is going. But I'm not going. I'm not going on the 8th. I'll probably go very soon, but not that soon.
I found this.
God!
What are you gonna do? Pick your teeth with that?
It's working.
Called the Greenie.
It's working. I'm about to flip it.
No, is that guitar called the Greenie?
No. Yes, it is.
All right, because Mark Dillon said it, and I saw the video of Kirk being interviewed talking about that guitar, and he has it. He's holding it, and the metalhead in me was like, "Kirk, you have all those cool ass guitars, and you're gonna play that?"
That's the coolest guitar he owns, and that Les Paul there is about $500,000.
I know.
Some Dave dude, by the way, asked the weekly question of, did I ever get the pink bullseye Charvel yet? Not yet, but it's coming.
So is Christmas.
Yeah, so am I.
I was gonna. Yeah.
Teddy says me and the kid are going. Well, I spoke to the kid just before our show, and he wants me to go with him too. So I guess the 3 of us are going together.
You guys
gonna be a threesome.
You guys gotta go to opening day. You have to.
We'll see. Depends on how busy it is.
Mad Dog said
What day?
nothing about
Oh wait, the 8th. The 8th is on a Monday, isn't it? Right.
Monday.
I can't go on the 8th. I have dialysis. If it's a Monday, Wednesday, or Friday, I couldn't go anyway.
Don't let that stop you.
Yeah, right. Don't let that stop me.
All right, I flipped it.
And
The 8th is a Monday. I can't go on the 8th.
I gotta put the screws back in.
holy hell.
Mad Dog says nothing about Hammett is cool. I disagree. He's in Metallica. Listen to the Unforgiven solo. Tell me that's not a cool solo. Listen to the Disposable Hero solo. That solo is awesome. Listen to the Struggle Within solo. That solo is awesome.
Listen to anything between Kill 'Em All and the Black Album, and it's good. After that,
yeah, until you listen to his vibrato, which sounds like he's a 14-year-old boy fucking for the first time.
Yeah, when I watch any live Metallica, any one of his solos, I'm like, oh god, not even just the vibrato, like his bends. I'm like, dude, what note are you even bending to?
Mm-hmm. You fast forward all the solos.
Man.
Okay.
Hey, Scott Nickerson, what's up, man?
Hey, Scott Nickerson, what's up, man?
some Dave dude is like quoting from Enter the Hamster, a movie I was in. What about it? What? What about it? Yes, I was Major Labello. What about it? I got a free trip to Australia, New Zealand, and a large check. What about it?
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to know?
Oh, shush. Oh, please, says, have any of you guys ever bought a Les Paul copy from Japan, like an Edwards or a Bunny? I'm thinking about importing one from Japan. Well, I've played a Bunny 335.
Bernie.
Bernie, not Bunny. Yeah, Bernie.
Not a bunny.
Bernie. Yeah. I've played the 335.
Is it
which
legal to import bunnies from Japan?
I thought it was an amazing guitar. I think I've played an Edwards Les Paul that played good and felt good, but didn't really look like a burst. It didn't really have the look.
A
But
bunny burst?
as a guitar, they play and sound great.
The bunny burst. They blow up rabbits.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
R2R3
flipped.
says the best Kirk Hammett album is Saint Anger, and I'm assuming you're saying that because there's no solos on it. Mad Dog says, and he took lessons from Satriani. I honestly think that Kirk was a better guitar player before he took lessons from Satch. He got too bluesy after that.
I don't know what Satch was thinking. I don't know what Satch was thinking by letting him stop taking lessons, because that guy sucks. And the only thing I can think of is the only thing is that I think Satch didn't want to hear him play anymore.
Vi learned from Satriani.
And look at that. Look at that.
Yep.
He kept taking lessons.
Stan Adams says, what do you think of Jake Ely switching from EVH heads to Friedman?
Well, it's a different sound altogether. You really can't get a sound of a Friedman out of an EVH head. You just can't. It's too buzzsawy. Not saying that it's a bad sounding amp. I own one. I play through one. I love it, but it's not as mid-rangey, and it's not as smooth sounding as a Friedman. The Friedman sounds more like a Marshall Plexi on steroids. It's a very big sounding mid-rangey amp. But it
was on the floor.
The EVH head, yeah, there it is. The EVH head, no matter how much mids you put in it, it still sounds like it's a scoop sounding amplifier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I noticed that he painted over his cabinets. It has the EVH logos, but they're painted over.
Are they painted, or did he get them that way from EVH? Did he order red Tolex? Because he's Jake Lee, maybe he might be able to.
I mean, why would the logo be totally painted over?
Well, he painted over the logo, but I think the cabinets he actually got them in red.
Hmm. I don't know. All right, I flipped it. I'm gonna plug it in.
Here we go.
You want to hear it?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Should I tune it? Doesn't matter.
Do you think you should? I mean, come on.
I can't really play.
Please tune it.
Kirk Hammett does it.
I can't stand hearing guitars out of tune. It drives
at
me.
least tune it as well as this.
Oh wait. Oh, give me an A.
Okay.
Oh, I can't.
Stop.
I can't. Wait, hang on. Okay, let me tune up. Okay, I got it. Let me tune up. I'll tune up before I plug in.
Give me an A. A. Give me.
Fun to stay at the YMCA.
Give me a D.
I gotta stand up.
Give me a G.
Be a big D.
Oh, that's so loud. All right, give me a B. All right, give me an E. Ow! What the? That's not right at all. What was it? Where was that A?
Oh my.
Holy shit.
We got 100 people watching this.
Yeah, what?
99.
How many
Welcome,
are
everybody.
traumatized?
Hey, how many of you guys are actually subscribed? Make sure you subscribe. Thank you.
Yeah,
Citizen
now's a
Kane.
really good time to subscribe.
Citizen Kane
like
says I have
button.
the freaking dream setup there. I'm playing through a small Yamaha amp that's sitting on my desk. It's not my rig, although this does sound great. And I plug into this more often than my rig now.
Me too.
Oh, she served me some egg rolls the other day.
I was going to say, you got meat soup there?
Gross. 101 watching. Thank you, everybody.
Johnny, please tell me that thing's tuned by now. I mean, come on, man.
So can we get 101 thumbs up?
I couldn't
Does it have
hear.
a Floyd Rose on it?
It's not like it's. I was just gonna say it's not like it has a Floyd on it. Come on. Oh, come on, dude.
No, because I can't hear. I can't.
Well, then
So
open
take
your ears,
one.
jackass.
Oh my god.
Open up your ears.
I can't hear.
Why don't you plug it into your amplifier so you can hear it, or plug it into whatever you're going to plug it into, and then tune it.
Do you need an E again?
Play that super low E.
You guys
Tune
realize I never
down.
tune that guitar, right?
Oh, so much reverb.
What the hell note was that?
It's an Epiphone.
E.
All right, hang on. Let me change the studio.
94 people watching and listening, and we only have 59 thumbs ups. What do you think?
RJD Mad One says if you want 100 thumbs up, you have to get Jay to flash his 7-inch ding. Oh, 7 string. 7 string.
There you go. You're sort of into it.
Nope, it's still out of phase.
Ah.
Okay, right. Here's the bridge. Here's the neck. Here's the is this like Kirk Hammett vibrato? What's Kirk Hammett vibrato actually? I don't know.
I'll show you. Well,
Yes,
show it.
like that, but worse.
There's the 7 string. Now we get 100 thumbs up.
Hold on, Johnny. Now show the out of phase issue.
Huh? And then here's the middle. Yeah. Listen to that. I'm still out of phase.
They're canceling each other.
How do you play Metallica?
That's my vibrato would be like.
Say your prayers, little one. Don't forget our son.
Hey, hang on, everyone, hang on. Let's hear Jay's version of Kirk Hammett's horrible vibrato.
His vibrato is like it sounds like he squeezes the fretboard really, really hard. So he'd be like, if he hits this note, it'd be like that. Not really bending it. Like really just not pleasing to the ear. Like that. And even when he hits like single notes, just like playing stuff, he'd be like,
Does that have chorus on it?
yeah, hell yeah.
See, I don't use chorus. Man, that's one big E chord.
Yeah, Todd Soda Pop says Kirk's never coming on the show. Probably not.
Now.
No, I wouldn't have him on even if you asked.
Oh, bull crap.
I wouldn't.
Bull crap. Bull crap.
What do you mean if he asked?
Imagine.
It'd be funny if at NAMM he goes, hey, aren't you Johnny Beane? You know, I've really, really wanted to come on the show. I know I'm not like Van Halen centric or anything, but I could play and I'm in a band. And could you have me on maybe like on an off day?
You know, like on a day that Mancuta's on.
Yeah. Tech more on Tuesday.
So yeah, still out of phase.
Sorry. Well, it made sense to me.
Yeah, AJ, we jammed.
Prayers with the one. Don't forget my song to include everyone. With sweet
cool.
Wabbit.
Sounds like Elmer Fudd. What?
Yeah. Well, that's why I started playing Elmer.
And what's the other one I know? Goes like this.
Oh yeah.
Hang on. Here we go. Here we go.
Oh,
If that was a Led Zeppelin song, it would be called "Some of the Notes Remain the Same."
it's like music to have erectile dysfunction by.
Wait, isn't it?
There you go. Wow.
That's it.
I was playing the MULLY version.
So close, no matter how far.
I forget that last part. Then
Nothing else matters. And where is the wabbit?
people are always like, "Hey, can you guys play guitar on the show?" And then when we do, Mancuda talks like Elmer Fudd over it.
Yeah, and thrash metal and fun rips isn't here for us to hear it.
Oh,
Wow.
You guys jam on some
Someone
Slayer.
in the chat said Metallica sounds like Elmer Fudd. I was accommodating.
yeah. I don't know if he listens to Justice. Like, Hetfield doesn't sound anything like that on Justice, man.
Justice is white.
Wow.
Yeah, there you go.
I can't believe that was 2 hours. Oh man. So what? What else? Huh?
The guitar's not working. You guys, I watched with Simone this weekend. Did any of you guys see the Motley Crue Dirt movie yet?
No.
Hey, Johnny.
We were gonna watch it and talk about it, and nobody watched it.
Jay, you didn't see it either?
No, my wife's been bugging me to watch it.
I think it's too late now to talk about it.
I just saw it this weekend.
Oh.
I'm sitting with my girlfriend, and she's like, yeah, what do you want to watch? I'm like, would you mind if we watch Motley Crue The Dirt? I think we're going to talk about it Tuesday. All right. And let me tell you something. It's like 2 hours of like Motley Crue debauchery. It's like drugs and tits and blowjobs and car crashes and deaths and fires and arrests. And it's I thought it was fun, but like no one's here to talk about it.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about it, but I'm thinking it's too late now to talk about it.
People are still watching it.
Mm-hmm.
Bozique saw it. What do you think, Bozique? I want to talk about it.
Get your own show.
I wanted to talk about it.
Yeah. Read the book. The book is 10 times better, but it wasn't that bad.
I'd have to read though.
And he doesn't know how to do that.
Yeah, I can't read.
I saw a
read
clip
that book in
with
3
Roth.
days. Huh?
I saw a clip with Roth in there. He was like at somebody's house or something.
Yeah, you had guys playing Ozzy. You had someone playing. They did that famous scene of Ozzy Osbourne snorting a line of live ants.
Oh.
This is great.
Wait, did he try to bite the heads off the ants?
Oh, that's it all.
He
that's
actually
all
did
right.
that?
Hold on.
Man, that'd give me nightmares.
No, that's not right.
Sean, find me the head of an aunt.
I went to get the remote, and the remote control was out back. And I go to the neighbor. I said, "Have you seen it?" And he looks at me like I got 3 heads.
Sean, find your mother's sister so I can bite her head off. The aunt.
Yo, bat. So they have this scene where Ozzy Osbourne snorting a line of ants like cocaine.
Oh.
And then he shows off that he drinks his own piss. And he pisses on the ground. He gets down on the ground to lap up his own piss.
Wait. It's not piss on the ground. It's pants on the ground.
Nikki Sixx goes to do the same thing and show Ozzy, hey, I can hang with you. So he pees on the ground. Ozzy pushes him aside and starts lapping up Nikki's piss.
Wait, it's Nikki Sixx, not Nikki Piss.
And there's Tommy 10, named after a Schwanson.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no, that you should watch it, but read the book. The book is so good, and the movie's not bad. The movie was fun.
Mm-hmm.
How low
Wow.
can you go? Yeah.
With the blood. This one is called Eat Your Mother. Eat Your Mama.
Funny, Brian Davies says, why does David Nesdell sound like a black guy from Compton when he does Ozzy? That's easy, because compared to you, I am a black guy from Compton.
Wow. By the way, can I just say Pooh Ninja has the coolest name of the night?
That's just because Boner Jams isn't here.
Yeah. By the way, Brian Davies also asked John, why do you have a Nancy Wilson guitar?
No, I have what's his name from Heart?
Lease. Howard Lease?
Howard Lee. I have a Howard Lease guitar used in one of the videos, which one day I will bring onto the show.
Wait, let me guess which one it is. Is it the one with the helicopter rails on each side? The funny looking one?
No.
Helicopter landing rails?
No.
Oh. Do you know which one I'm talking about?
I don't, but it's not that one.
It looks like a Steinberger, but long, and it has like these rails on each side of it that look like, the legs on a helicopter.
Oh, that's fun. That's fun. I don't have that one though, but I do have a Howard Lease guitar.
Is it a Paul Reed Smith?
No.
Is it a Les Paul? Oh, it's a Charvel, really?
It's an old one. It's an old one. Early Heart.
Wow.
And it's in a video.
Does it have a Floyd on it?
No, V-Trem.
Oh. Ooh, Strat headstock?
Yes.
21 frets, maple?
He had it changed to 22 after the video shoot, but in the video it had 21 frets. And yes, maple.
Very cool.
Yeah. I'll bring it on the show one day. It's hard to sometimes choose what to bring onto the show because I want to bring something cool for the chat and the audience to see. But it's like, I was thinking, should I bring a Motley Crue guitar on because I wanted to talk about the dirt, but I just thought.
Wait, you have a Motley Crue guitar?
Huh?
Do you have a Motley Crue Kramer?
No, I have a Motley Crue Charvel.
Really?
And it belonged to another famous band that I'm not going to tell you about now as well.
Yeah.
And to answer Soda Pop's question, I don't have any guitars from Steelheart, but I love the band. Mike Matevik is such a great vocalist.
I have to now I need to know what Charvel Mick Mars used.
He had a couple he used.
Huh.
And no, I don't have any Esteban guitars.
Oh, the one that they sold on QVC?
Yeah, those guitars absolutely are horrible.
And Pooh Ninja wants to know, Dave, are you a Jawa? You need some good droids.
No, I'm in no need of droids. I have one myself.
You're going to use it later?
Yeah.
These aren't the vibrator droids you're looking for.
Oh.
I don't like you either.
Oh my gosh. Oh, it's
Listen,
Jay. It's 10 o'clock.
yeah,
Yeah.
Do you know where?
10:15. Shouldn't you be tucking your kid in?
Yep. I should.
Jay's poor kid. I haven't seen Daddy in so long.
What's
Who?
really funny about that is the reverb that's happening on your end, because it sounded like, you know, crapola.
All right, man. We're gonna have to start this over again, you guys.
Are we starting the show again? This show has been like Groundhog Day. We've gone nowhere, but we've started like 10 different times.
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, Brian. Redo.
Let's see.
A mulligan.
Answering a couple more questions in the chat. I don't have any Black and Blue guitars. I don't have any Y&T guitars. Both really good bands, though.
Love Dave Manchetti, but you know, you wouldn't have any of his guitars because I think he has like 3. He has a Kramer Beretta, he's got his Les Paul that he's had forever, and he's got a blue like Strat Plus. Those are the only 3 he uses. I think those are his only 3 guitars.
And I don't got them.
And he still uses them to today, still today.
That's kind of cool when like a player like sticks with a certain guitar that they've had for like a million years, and you know, like, you know, that's their main guitar for like 30 years. You know, you think about someone like, you know, Van Halen, he's got like a million guitars, even though he has favorites and famous ones, but Eddie has like just a million of them, replicas and, you know, touring guitars and ones he plays every night.
That's what I thought was so cool back in the Van Hagar days, you know, in the Kramer days, where he only played that one Kramer, you know, the 5150, and it made me be like, well, when I grow up, I want to play one guitar too.
Well, he did that with the Frankenstein too. It's his, you know, he played that guitar for like 6 years or longer. Since what? Since 75, he's owned that guitar. So 75 to about 75 to 84, 9 years he played that guitar.
But again, he hasn't played it like forever as like one of like 3 or 4 guitars.
Yeah, but he's played that guitar every tour, every show, for almost every song for 9 years. And, you know, whatever, that was the guitar he used. He, you know, and then when he became a Kramer endorsee, he played that one guitar also for 84 till 1990s. What, 6 years?
But you could still rap off like 100 guitars that Eddie has versus someone like, you know, who has 3 guitars they've used their whole career.
That's true.
That's
I understand.
what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know, like even though I could say, okay, George Lynch used, you know, the yellow Tiger and the purple Tiger and the black Kamikaze, the blue Kamikaze, this Kamikaze, Mom, the Skull and Bones. You know, sure, he has some main ones that you'll say, well, yeah, that's one of Lynch's main guitars. But I could still count about 70 guitars that Lynch used.
Right. Well, he uses a different guitar each tour. Like, you know, just recently he was using his original Yellow Tiger, and this latest tour he did, he used one of his it looked like a Tiger, but it was all cut out. I don't know, his name brand guitar.
Right.
And the very last tour before this past tour, he used the Les Paul. So he uses, like, he'll use one guitar for each little tour that he does, and that's it. But it's always different.
And you can think like, okay, Lynch is associated with basically 3 main types of guitars: Tigers, Kamikaze, and the Skull and Bones Mom. Other than that, you could say, like, yeah, he used this and this and this and this, but like, you know, like Van Halen, you could say, yeah, he uses a red and white black stripe, he uses a Wolfgang, he has the black and yellow, but there's still a lot of guitars in that hopper, you know, versus, hey, I've had 3 guitars and I use them for a 30-year career.
Yeah. I mean, what?
No, it's like you think about Randy Rhoads. Randy had basically, for the most part, 4 guitars. And out of those 4, he had just gotten the Black Jackson Rhodes for like 2 months before he died.
Well, he had a Strat that he never used live. He had an old 60s Strat.
Like a brown.
It was a Sunburst, but all the color off of it. But
but
he
never really used it.
He used it on the records. That's it.
And that was with Quiet Riot?
I think with Ozzy too. He used it with Ozzy. He just never used it on the road.
I don't remember him using that Strat with Ozzy as far as recording. I know he used the Les Paul.
The white Les Paul. It's a 74, I believe.
74 white creamed Les Paul.
All right, see you later.
I'm gonna do the Irish goodbye.
and down he goes.
Wow, man, this has been a very informative.
We've had like solid in the 90s for a long time. 90 people watching.
Mm-hmm.
That means there's nothing on TV tonight. Nothing.
Hey, Pooh, are you saying hello to me, or is there another Dave in the chat?
Well, we probably have 94 Daves in the chat.
And yeah, and all my video screens I have the
Good
show.
night, Todd. Yeah, Mark Dillon says, yeah, it's a white aged Alpine white aged Les Paul, and yeah, you're right, Dave. It's a 74.
Yeah,
Andy.
Mm-hmm. I remember when I was a kid, I had a Randy Rhoads poster on my wall, and it was him, and there was like 3 guitars, like in stands.
Yeah, that's it.
Right.
The white V, the polka dot V, and the Les Paul, correct?
Probably,
the white V was
yeah.
the Concorde. That was the first Jackson guitar, because when Randy basically came up with this design for a radical guitar shape, because he wanted something different and unique, so he goes to Grover Jackson, they're sitting down talking, and he says, hey, I got an idea for a guitar, something sort of like the Concorde airplane. You know, the Concorde SST
right.
was like really radical shaped at the time. So he draws on a napkin. He says, something a little like this with a beak, kind of this, and a big wing here. And, you know, can you make something like that? And Grover basically said, well, Charvel, who, at the time Grover owned, Charvel's doing really well. Yeah, I mean, I can make you that guitar, but, I'd probably want to put a different name on it in case it didn't come out good. I don't want to tarnish the Charvel name. So he used his own name, Jackson. He put it on the headstock. He made this guitar for Randy. Randy started touring with it. Everyone's like, what the hell is that? That's so cool. Jackson guitars, what's that? And then, after Randy basically gave notes back to Grover saying, I can't reach the upper frets that well. Can you cut it down a little bit over here? Grover made him the first black Randy Rhoads guitar and the prototype. And 2 months after that, Randy, unfortunately died in 1982. But that's it. I mean, Randy had, that cream Les Paul, that, a Carl Sandoval V, which is the black and white polka dot round horn V.
Oh, like the Megazone.
What is it?
Right?
No,
but that's the guy that made the Megazone, though.
Oh, he made
the same guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Carl Sandoval.
Yeah,
guitar builder. And then he had the 2 Jacksons, the Concorde V and the what was eventually named the Rhoads V, the black, as we know, a Randy Rhoads guitar today. But that's really it. I mean, you always see photos of him with those 4 guitars, and sometimes not even the Black Rhodes, just really the Concord, the Sandoval, and the Les Paul, like you probably had on your wall.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Right.
but some of these guys, you know, had 100 guitars that they spread out, and some guys are known for 3 guitars.
Mhm.
Right. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. So are we good?
Okay.
Oh man.
Do we have
What?
any questions from the chat?
Man.
Why do I keep coming here? Why do I keep coming here? This show is terrible. John, go hang yourself.
Ah.
That's my
just
girlfriend. Gabe. Oh, man.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. Bozique says, what a show. Unfortunately, I don't know what he means. Like, what a show, or, oh, what a show.
Probably both.
Yeah.
Yeah. Little poo poo. Han Solo says, I guess I missed it. I mean, it's 10:30 at night. Don't you think you would have missed it by now?
Mark Blankhip wants to know who shot JR.
Oh.
Maggie, the Simpsons baby.
Uh-huh. Yeah, she also shot Mr. Burns.
That's Mark
Yeah.
Blankenship.
You got to keep kids away from guns.
Yes,
Mark.
Oh, let's see. Fleetwood Sack obviously doesn't know me. Says, guy with the pink hat on. Let's see some of your guitars. Every week I bring on a guitar. Every week. Today was the Queensryche Ripley. That's this week's guitar. So keep coming back. There's no other reason.
Yeah, or for anything, come back.
I mean, even for my guitars, there's no reason. But we're happy you're here. Thank you all.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
love
thank
the audience.
thank you everybody. We love each and every one of you.
Han Solo wants to know, Jonathan, how can you be so effing funny? I'm still trying to be effing funny.
Yeah,
Right now, I'm just effing.
right. Mark Blankenship says he has one of these guitars. He's wrong, though. He has one of these, and he has a mini one of these as well. Mini. He's got a mini Hotfoot teacher, which I got to have. I got to have one.
John, why are
wow.
pizzas round and cut into triangles? And something about coming in someone's box?
Oh, Lord.
And come in a square box. And come in a square box. That's a great question. I love pizza, and I don't even know the answer.
I love pizza too. I ate a whole Trader Joe's pizza last night, and I took that first bite and just burned the entire roof of my mouth.
Oh, that sucks.
So
Han 36 Solo, I'm just kidding with you. We start at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or thereabouts, between 8 and 8:15. So I'm just screwing with you. I'm not, calling you stupid or anything. I'm just having fun.
All of us are having fun. We just love you guys. So, and yes, I used to do stand-up. I don't do it anymore. I've moved on to the lucrative business of TV and movies and homelessness. So, yeah.
Michael Smith is here. He says, New York pizza, baby.
All right. Yeah, I'm originally from New York. Dave's from New York. I'm in Hollywood now where there's only one good pizza place, and I'm not telling you where it is.
Can we go there next time, though? Can we go there next time?
Huh?
Next
He's
time.
New York style, and the guy is from Brooklyn. So, can I just share a story with you, real quick? Because I don't know, this one's been hanging over my head like all week. last week I went on a business trip, and I was upstate California, way upstate, like ours. And I'm packing for my trip, and my girlfriend Simone sees me packing, and she sees I'm upset, and she says, "What's the matter?" I said, "Well, the only underwear I have is this one I fucked up with bleach, and it's got like all brown splotches all over it." And she's like, "Well, so what?" I said, "Well, I don't want to wear this. It looks like I shit myself." And she says, "Yeah, but who was going to see it?" So I said, "Okay, I guess that makes sense." So fast forward that night, I'm in the hotel room, and I'm with another guy I work with sometimes in the next bed over, and he's walking by, and I just see him do one of these, just kind of look over and do it like a shock. And I'm like, "What? What's the matter? What's the matter?" He's like, "Nothing. And he runs into the bathroom in shock. And I realized I'm wearing that fucking pair of underwear that she said nobody would notice. No one would see that it looks like the fucking 4th of July shit explosion in my pants. And no one would notice. And there, right there, in front of a coworker, I have a fucking Pollock painting on my ass."
Nice.
So just a little shout out to my girlfriend. It matters. It matters.
Right. Mad Dog says Long Island don't count as New York. How would you know? You don't even live in this country.
Oh, God. Long Island is so fucking New York. Fuck that.
Man.
You're going to have to start from the beginning now, Johnny.
Yeah.
So anyway, there was this underwear that I fucked up with bleach. Can we just start the show again?
Is this a true story?
Can we just start the show again?
Yeah, that has to be in the show no matter how many times you start it. So
yeah.
Oh. Everything's getting deleted up until right now.
There you go. Johnny, introduce the show.
So he has this underwear that he fucked up with.
Wait a minute. I still have these shirts that stink. Actually. Huh? Is that for this?
What the fuck? We're on live. You taking a call?
I don't know where that is.
It's Jay Hannon. He just quit.
Sayonara.
Oh, man. So what?
Yeah.
That's Poo Ninja, by the way, which is what my underwear looked like that night. That's why your mom always made sure you have clean underwear in case you were in an accident.
Right.
Yeah.
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 I didn't have an accident. I was on a business trip.
Uh-huh. Lying on a bed in your underwear with somebody else?
What am I supposed to wear? My footy pajamas? with the bunny hoodie?
Is that a true story?
That's a true story.
Uh-huh.
That happened. I was going to tell that last week, but we had no show last week.
So that didn't happen this week then.
No, that happened last week.
We did have a show last week. It just happened to be on Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one invited me.
Yeah, John sent me a text, and I'm like, "Oh man, I'm out of town."
I'm set up there literally at a remote location on a business trip saying, I got to do this broadcast. So I'm set up all in a car with all my screens and stuff. And I text Johnny. I'm like, "Okay, we're ready to go live." And he says, "Hey, man, there's no show. I'm out of town. There's no show." Thanks for letting me know. I had a great shitty pants story.
Uh-huh. Can you say where you were, though?
Monterey.
Where you were, though?
You were in Monterey?
I was in Monterey.
Man, yeah, that's not far from me.
Yeah, but you weren't there.
But I wasn't. Yeah, I was 2 hours.
Town.
I was 2 hours further.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So.
But hey, yeah, let me know next time you're up this way. You know.
Yeah.
I'm never up.
Just as long as you don't tell everyone else where it is.
Yeah, and Johnny, should I wear clean underwear or what?
It matters. Yeah.
It's not like it wasn't clean. It was bleached, but it still looked like the 4th of July.
It looked like a blurry Picasso.
No, people were driving by and looking at my underwear and thinking it was the Super Bloom.
Driving by.
Yeah, I mean, how do they see you in your car?
In my car, I was in my underwear too. I was, gonna show you the underwear. I'm pulled over in my car with screen. Yeah, officer, what's going on? I'm gonna do a live show.
Mark Blankenship asks, have anyone owns a dragon replica? I have not seen one. I've not seen anyone own one yet.
Which dragon?
The dragon biting the snake.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very early Van Halen guitar.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was played on the second tour. I think so too. Maybe even Women and Children First for a little bit.
Mad Dog says I'll never get Johnny's address. That's because Johnny's smart. It doesn't matter if I come on the show. It doesn't matter if we, co-do a show on Tuesday. He'll still say, "Yeah, man, could have just sent it care of Nesdal." He'll get it. He'll get it to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, somebody sent Nesdal mail to my P.O. box one time, and they told me that they were going to send it back.
Who did? Your P.O. box?
My P.O. box.
Your P.U. box?
People. Mm-hmm. Because if you get mail at a package at an address and it doesn't have that person's name on it, a lot of times they won't accept it.
Usually what I do is I do like a ransom drop off. Johnny says, leave whatever you got to give me by the park bench at midnight and walk away 20 seconds before you look back. And that's for his birthday gift.
At midnight.
Speaking of birthday, Dave, isn't yours coming up this month?
Yes, April 19th.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you'll get some cool gifts.
What are you getting me, John?
Maybe I did.
Get out of here, you.
You never know, man.
Yeah.
You never know.
Well, I'm gonna consider the little gift you said you got me as a birthday gift because I think it comes a couple days after my birthday.
That's a good thing then. Consider that a birthday gift. That might be. I got Dave a token of my appreciation recently.
Mm-hmm.
Dave did a favor for me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, a different type of favor.
Wow.
A different type of favor.
A Pat's hot dog?
Yeah. Pat's chili dogs.
More like a Mancuda hot dog.
Pat's chili dogs. That commercial is legendary. We should play that like as the closing credits of every show.
Mancuda's chili underwear?
Yeah.
Yeah, someone I started telling that story and someone started telling me about a great burrito place in LA. Like I really need after that a great burrito place.
Yeah. Mark Blankenship, it looks like I'll be going to the Met to see the Frankenstein with the kid with Nick. He's looking into it tomorrow. But it looks like I'll be going.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you gotta go. And Teddy.
Yes, and Teddy's going as well.
Mm-hmm. Teddy, are you still here?
If he knows what's good for him, he probably isn't.
Yeah. If you guys go back, I don't know how many of these episodes we've done, but go back to like some of the very, very early ones, and there's a guy named Teddy who would come on with us and show off all his pedals and his amp, and remember all that stuff.
Wait, am I the modern day Teddy? Destined to be used.
Wait a second. Brian Stewart just asked something. He says, I went to my first In-N-Out burger a couple days ago. Does that count for anything? Yeah, it counts for about 3 pounds that you just gained.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good stuff.
And someone just asked if I've been to Shelter Island. Who just asked that?
I was there. I did gigs there.
Ed Dana wants to know if I've ever been to Shelter Island. I have, but not for anything more than just like an afternoon kind of thing. I mean, I'm from Long Island, New York, no accent. And I live in Hollywood now, but I go back to the island a lot.
I always thought it was fun going there because you have to take a ferry there. And luckily, you get to take your car on the ferry because that's one of the places where you can't get to it by car. You have to put your car on the ferry and go across this water.
Mm-hmm. So you can drive around once you get.
You can
there?
drive on the island of Shelter Island, yes, but from the mainland, which we're really considered the mainland, opposed to Shelter Island.
Let's just start over.
But it's an island anyway.
Start the show again, Johnny. Start the show again.
What wasn't John, the show Lost? Wasn't that about an island?
Yeah, we were on an island.
Well, wasn't it shot on Hawaii?
Hawaii, shot in Honolulu and Oahu, the island of Oahu.
Mm-hmm.
The studio was in Honolulu, but we shot all over the island.
That's so cool.
Wow.
Oh, the crashed plane shots. Was that an actual plane that was crashed? I mean, or did they take parts of a plane?
Literally, they cut up an entire 747 and laid it across a beach for years while the show was being filmed. So any scenes on the beach with a plane, real plane.
That's amazing. I thought that was all done by, computer generation or something.
I got one better for you. After the show ended, my day job, for those that don't know, is at a Hollywood auction house that auctions off Hollywood memorabilia. And we had a big lost auction with all the props and costumes from the show. We sold parts of the plane. So literally, you could buy a 6-foot chunk of a wing or a row of seats or part of the tail or windows. They literally cut up chunks of that plane to sell. Crazy.
Wow. So all the whole plane that wasn't sold, that's at the studio auction house now, or wherever the warehouse is.
The studio kept most of that plane, like museum level. They wanted most of that plane.
I would imagine that'd be a good prop for any movie or show that has a crashed plane. There's a crashed plane that someone could use.
Oh yeah, but you know what? That thing has so much history because Lost is like, kind of like Star Trek level following for this generation. People are like rabid to own something from that show. They'll never let anyone reuse that section of plane. They'll never. They'll never rebrand it. I mean, it's branded Oceanic, which was the airline on the show. They'll never re-sticker it. They'll never, do anything except keep it in a warehouse somewhere for what's left.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
So, on that note, I know
it's starting the show again, or
well, that's funny because Jay did the Irish goodbye. We're doing the Italian goodbye, which is like forever.
Okay.
And yes, I did do show and tell. Rewind, watch it again. I showed a really cool celebrity guitar. So watch the show again. Please, guys, leave thumbs up. Please subscribe. And we always love your comments, unless they're fuck you, John, fuck you, Johnny, fuck you, Dave, fuck you, Dave. So we appreciate it. Thumbs up. Leave thumbs up.
All right.
Are we good?